All right. Yes, booty. No. No, 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 no. All right. All right, tell me, what sounds better, this or this? Number one or number two? So let me get rid of that one recording. Yeah, get rid of that. Useless. All right. I'll just leave the compressor on for now. Fuck it. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how was everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. Oh my god, it's true. Phoenix swing for both sides. I think you can do better than that. Come on! I saved Edward's in there, dude! Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me! Yeah! Bow before your hero! Why are you here? Larry, you really helped out in this trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Oh, he absolutely would have been found guilty, and we'd be up shit's fucking creek. Sorry, Pizza Skull. Not that good, Pizza Skull. Oh, that reminds me, yeah. So, fun fact, you guys remember Friday Night Funkin'? You know that silly little rhythm game that took the world by storm a few years back? And it's still extremely popular with mods. Well, fun little fact, they released the mobile app, and just today I finally got my free code to have it ad-free, so that'll probably keep me busy for a long time during my breaks. Yes, I did support the Kickstarter. Yes, it's been over 4 years now. But hey, it'll be worth it. The only thing I just really wanted the fucking t-shirt. That's actually the only reason why I actually did support it. I'm like, I want that fucking t-shirt. Still debating which t-shirt to get. I'm torn between the one with girlfriend sitting on boyfriend or the Pico one. Decisions. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me! Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Y'all are idiots. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, too. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. There's always that one friend. That one friend who's it's never a dull moment with him or her or them. But their memory is worse than a fucking goldfish's. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry. Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from school. I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. I'm sorry, excuse the fuck? $38 for lunch. Like, for the whole school year, right? Oh. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. The teacher went along with this? I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Give the money back! Such a meanie! No one play with him! Just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, and no borrowing the eraser! He should be allowed a relay race! Oh, on the library committee! Give back my 50 cents I loaned you! Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. See, at that point, I would absolutely be starting a fight. Like, I will absolutely throw hands. I would absolutely have done that. I would have absolutely caused a scene. Honestly, not only would I have caused a scene, I would have walked the fuck out. I'd be like, try and stop me. I'm like, what do you do, teacher? Assault me? Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boys whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? Fuck, I wish I looked that cool when I was his age. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Why is he wearing track shorts? This is a third grader? This is always how it ends up. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. So who did do it? That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow. I had no idea. All this over $38? Really? It's 38 bucks. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. That's a mood. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. Oh, I took it kind of personally, see? Wait, you dead ass, my G? You want them to think it was you? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts, and then he preferred to attack. To be fair, had not been for a certain someone, I think Edgeworth would have been a much happier person. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had become. And that's when I decided. You didn't watch the replays yet? Oh, so Edgeworth is the guy we keep seeing in the red with the fluffy thing on his chest. That's Edgeworth. So he was in our first trial, or I think it was the second one, I can't remember. We come across Edgeworth, who basically comes up as a complete and utter dick. Well, it turns out he used to be best buds with us, and Larry. Then who the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you mean the guy who fucked everything up for Edgeworth? We'll see. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. That has gotta be the most insane reason ever. And for the sake of the game, that's awesome. Sorry, I'm still eating too. I'm hungry. in court. Edward believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Oh, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Okay. Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I could clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Wait, what did you get rid of? Oh, good, we still have the bird. And the metal detector. And a gun. And a bullet. And a... Alright. Let's go. Edgy! You don't look so happy. You look as grim as ever. Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? That's... that be, you know what that is, VZ? That's something that comes straight out of Robot Chicken. No, I don't. Yeah, you do! Don't bullshit us! Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edward. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. But where was the gun? And then wasn't there a bullet hole in the window? Yet, he was found innocent. My defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all my memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. questionable, but okay. I learned everything I know in the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, you say? Interesting. Exactly, Maya, like I just said. In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Do I dare do this? Like, do I dare fucking do this? No, I can't do it. Nope. Let's see what else we can do. Why do we let us go back to the Grossberg Law offices? Why? There's gonna be nothing there. All we needed the information there was like, hey, yeah, fuckface used to work here. That's it. Nothing else. Hey, pal. Long time no see. All right, night, Red. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I slapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. You snapped your tie in half. Brother, how? No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. Allegedly. Allegedly, because there's something a lot more fishy than that. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you and a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one more thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Yeah, peace, homie. All right. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. This lake sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it? Huh? I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still. It's a work in progress. Nothing here. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. There's no fucking way he's here. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. You gotta be fucking me. Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Miss Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? That is a good question, though. Why are you here? Oh, thank God we can go in here. Now, let's open the safe. Is that bird dead? Nobody's home. Ow! Ow! Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Ow! Ow! Ah! I can't believe he'd run off and leave this poor parrot to fend for herself. Ow! Ow! Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick? You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great. Now the bird's going to hate me. What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just, when I saw the TV, I just remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228! Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. No name or signature on this. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Edgeworth! Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail, how to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Oh, perfection. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond, he called out Edgeworth and was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Okay. Miles, do you know anything about this? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Would he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man, not at all. So, he was following this letter, then what? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yanni? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. Right, there was the earthquake. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. Just use up more oxygen. Which doesn't make sense, but okay. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. Do we need to explain how bullshit that is? In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? The letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. Just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you. Oh, what? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In the days I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Ah! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of Deal 6. I shot my father. I don't buy that for a damn hard minute, Chief. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. There is one other person. I cannot believe we're actually going here. All right. Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt? He shot his own father? It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired. The deed was done. That's not... You don't just throw a gun and it goes off, okay? Like, and it has to hit something really hard. And assuming that it's not a hairpin trigger, it has to hit something pretty hard at the pretty right angle just to go off. Guns are not made by retards, okay? They are very well maintained, very well designed, so that if you drop it from a cliff, it's not gonna fucking go off. Okay, from a cliff maybe. But if you drop it to the ground from like regular height, it's not gonna... You can drop it on the top of like a tree. It can survive a 10-foot drop and it's not gonna go off. All right, guns are very well made not to do that. Just look at the M1 Garand, which is probably one of the greatest guns ever made. Oh, that ping is so satisfying. I gotta get myself one of those in my hands one day. And just go to a range and just hear and just do ping, ping, ping over and over again. I don't want to fire the fucking thing. I just want to hear the ping. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Plus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. No? That doesn't make any sense. That's no, it's his last He has to come up with proof for that to make sense. No! What? He could do this at any point afterwards. It doesn't change anything. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disappointing of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I had been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. That doesn't make any fucking sense, because it was an accident. No, I don't fucking buy it one bit. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients. That one? The only thing he trusted was his own ability. Wait, you're telling me that he just did this for shits and giggles to prove that he was the best defense attorney? Regardless of innocence? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, as a defense attorney, sure, but what the fuck? But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. Eh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Well, it's definitely not Yanni. It sure should not Miles. It's perfectly written. It has to be Manfred Von Karma. What's up, joke? Could it be Manfred Von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Karma. Von Karma. Oh, wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. he would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. But that doesn't make sense! How would anyone know that? Let's assume for a brief second that Edgeworth did kill his father. How the fuck would anyone know? His father's dead. And I sure as shit doubt that he would actually fucking lie to cover his son if it was an accident. It can't be Edgeworth because let's assume he did have a gun to toss to him. It would have been an accident. But that makes no sense. He would be a defense. He wants to be a defense attorney. It had to have been Yogi. The real question is, why would Von Karma want Gregory Edgeworth dead? I fucking love that emote. It's a great emote. Fucking Elmo burning in hell is awesome. And what does Von Karma have to do with Deal 6 then? Nothing. What is this? He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. They'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. No. But how could Von Karma know that Mr. Edgeworth's passed like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He'd be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What grudge? You have a perfect track record, you bitch! What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. You're telling me that this fucking cocksucker had him killed because of pettiness? You shitting me? You're a bitch. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. Well, I haven't been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. He wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6 and you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. Yeah, and you do know that assuming that this game does take place in America, which allegedly it does, who gives a fuck? Like, he was a child back then? So, no, he would not be found. Nothing would happen to him. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. Ghosts can lie? I don't know about that one. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Well, there's only one place to go for that. Wait. But I can't go to the thing? Okay, sure, that makes total sense. Wait, can I really only go here from the detention center? Is that why it doesn't show up when I'm here? 1 day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Okay, whatever. It just shows up whatever. Well, no more pizza skulls. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again? Well, no, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Yeah, see, there's a bit of a problem with that situation you just put me in there, Chief. Would you kindly escort him out the fucking rear and preferably into the dumpster before I go in? On Karma? Yeah, he just arrived actually. On Karma's in the records room. Nick, hurry! This is gonna end badly. Dusty as always. Only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't there. Karma. What's that? Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick! The file for Deal 6, it's completely empty! What? What are you doing in here? On Karma! You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team? Defense team? I beg your pardon, but you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. Are you so full of yourself? They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I could see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against the mere defense attorney? Why? Because it dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear Tony, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. So, it's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth would tell the court tomorrow. Right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in the court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick! What is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. That's not a stun gun. That's a taser. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. It's 50,000. No one is stupid enough. Also, it's not. Also, just so we're clear, the human body can only handle around 1,200 volts from a taser or a stun gun. So, 600,000. That's enough to kill someone. 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa! What are you? Nick! Run! Maya! Out of my way! Oh, you idiot! Oh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. He took the DL6 evidence. All of it. To having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There's some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. And remember, Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Maya, you just saved everything. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Here we go. Ah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyway, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. He's with us looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you shouldn't go outside. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Too late. Oh, pal. Was that? Yeah. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got it on the way. I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. As much as necessary. Oh, right. Because of the, Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Well, I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? It's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, this is a serious problem there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. Actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Well, why? The witness has no fingerprints. Do you just pull shit out of your ass? What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burnt my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. That's... Okay, first of all, that's not a good enough excuse. Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingers off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait, yes! Do it! Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. That is the most absurd thing ever, but I'm all for it. Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you were ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? You bet your sweet ass I am. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Dude, this is the weirdest thing ever. This is so fucking stupid. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello! Hello! Okay. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Okay. This is gonna end well. Ow! Ow! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly! Polly, what's your name? Polly! Polly! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with our owner's identity? I don't know. Wait, I can check this? Hold on. Ah! 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 Yes, it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluff a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is the DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is proof on then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Holly Jenkins. Holly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée, who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need another corroborative evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness. You may continue. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number that's safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228! 1228! Why, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Huh, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Again, it's right here. The case summary. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? The case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for your safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. That has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True. That is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Yeah, I know, and Nessie's card number is wild. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, it's Witness. He doesn't remember. No. It's okay. Hey, yo, what the fuck? I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. Acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. I love the voice acting. Oh, you mean my voice acting? Thank you. Let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? Do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Okay. Von Karma? Where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. There's more to it than this. There's way more to it than this. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Oh, for fuck's sake! Edge! Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we all heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess! He's going to say he's guilty! He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He's going to tell them he killed his own dad! Oh, do!
Objection!
The judgment has already passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That was a witness. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for the DL6 incident, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Well, that's perfect timing, because guess what? I gotta go take a massive piss, so I'll be right back. All right. I'm sorry, Wright. Edge? Give me one good reason I should not take that ashtray stand over there and cave your skull in. I've just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. Oops, I slipped and shot Hitler 5,000 times in the face. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Oh boy. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? Nope. Bon Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. What are you talking about? Okay, so oxygen was depleted. No clues. No clues. One bullet was found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. I don't know. I got nothing. So let's take a look. Please, please. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in an elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yeah, except Mr. Yogi was an adult and he was a 9-year-old child, so... Yes, Your Honor. That day I had gone to court... Sorry, hold on. Sorry, text message. Air in the elevator was oxygen. Was oxygen depleted? Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of an incident. No clues were found at the scene. Trapped in the elevator, returning to last trial with the son. One bullet in the heart. Murder weapon was fired twice.
Objection!
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you could tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? The victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case? The window? It's the only thing we have. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim is lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Ta-da-da-da-da! As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright? But who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary page, that's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol bullet had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. That's bullshit. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I've got nothing. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. There has to be. It doesn't make sense. How the fuck did that bullet hole get there then? It doesn't make sense. But now, you guys found the bullet in this fucking heart. If Edgeworth had the gun in his fucking hands, how did the fucking bullet get into the goddamn thing? How did the fuck did it get into the window? I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no! He's accepted the guilt! Very well. The statute of limitations of the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant right today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in trial. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? Bullshit! I 100. Your Honor? I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oh, Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Ah. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer. Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. The criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? don't think he needed it. Didn't need it? Oh. Why would the murderer have spent the time looking for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it? Had to take it? Murderer? What does that mean? I got it! I figured it out. Edgeworth threw the gun. It discharged. The first bullet went into the window. The second bullet was shot through the hole into Gregory. You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still in them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. Bonnie, didn't this old cocksucker go away for several months on a vacation? He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick? Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Yes, absolutely right. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes. An unusual event for that man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. It was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man, something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it? Yes! Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Vaughn, my hands are shaking. But what? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Ugh. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor Halpert that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. Well, unless he's a Terminator, my best bet is that motherfucker still has that piece of metal stuck in his arm somewhere. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. I mean, you can. It hurts like a motherfucker, I'm sure, but no. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. Von Terminator's crazy. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence that prove I was shot? Yeah, I can. Hey, don't we have a metal detector? All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it is unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible? For all these years? Yes. Believe it or not, the human body is quite resilient, but yes. Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Uh-oh. Man's quite literally sweating bullets. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! 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 Airport TSA hates to see Von Karma coming. To be fair, this took place... No, technically this took place a few months after 9/11, so yes, it would be TSA. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, will you submit yourself to testing? Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. A bullet. Mr. Von Karma. Dude, Edgeworth's gonna kill this man. Hey, yo, someone toss him the rocket launcher. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. You wanna go, bitch? Because guess what I have, motherfucker? Maya, I love you, by the way. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it all out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. And the bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? That's right. Only you would dare defy me? Oh, it was you. Deck Von Karma, are you fucking kidding me? Fuck that! Toss my boy a rocket launcher, and let him give Von Karma the TF2 treatment. Get to the cart, maggot! I'm sorry. Are you really doing the Dead Space 1 hallway guy bashing face into wall? Brother! Keep going, hold on, wait, he got this. Dang, a rump execution? Yo, that is wild. But absolutely necessary. Ooh, and your father are my curse! You know, if he does it eventually, I'm sure he'll bash his own skull in. Father shamed me with a penalty on my record. You left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my hands. Death! Death! Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. Covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me! Penalized! It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was my destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now! End it. Very well. It would appear that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. God damn. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick! Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Was pretty close, though. Was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Whoop!
Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
But no! Whoop!
I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all! Why in the flying fuck are you here? Why?
Comes reminds me of Nendo from TDLSK. I'm sorry, I'm a retarded white person who happens to be a really big gamer and somehow has over 400,000 gamer score. What in the fuck is TDLSK? There's a lot wrong with me. You'll get used to it.
Lotta! Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
The Disastrous Life of Psyche K? The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. What is this? Oh, it's a manga series. There's an anime? A 120 episodes recompiled into 24 episodes.
What the frick?
Anyway. Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, then bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? No.
It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Did the bimbo dump you?
What? Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
It's Beyonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
Should have seen that coming. Brother, I saw it coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
Are you a cokehead?
Like, dude, why are you twitching nonstop, man?
I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right?
Wait!
You bitch!
What's wrong with Tree? No, don't say it. Why, what's wrong? Oh, God. How do we say this? Junpei can't spell. What? Yeah, so when we talk about something he really, really wants, so he can't handle the word treat? Treat? No treat! Treat? No treat! Treat? No treat! Oh. Okay, what's wrong? We told you. You can't say T, you can't say T or E-A-T around it when he's around. What are you guys talking about? Taxes. Ah, shucks. What you guys talking about? Taxes. Ah, shucks. It's like, that's the part that always gets me every time. Taxes. And I'm like, Makoto, how the fuck did you come up with that so quickly? So we're gonna go up for F-O-O-D? Food? Oh, come on, I spelled it. Well, he knows how to spell food. Oh, so he can spell food, but he can't handle treat? Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Nick? Wasn't that the exact amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No! No! Larry! It was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyways. And he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. When something stinks, it's usually the butts. Edgeworth? You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. We found a lake soon, I guess. Bitch, he already was in a lake! Speaking of that, Larry, where's that fucking god-awful inflatable steel samurai? Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know! Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. To be fair, 38 bucks back then was like, what, $5,000 today? Now, why the fuck do you need 38 bucks for school lunches is beyond me, so... Something's wrong. Something's really fucking wrong there. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it! Is the caviar in the cafeteria? In a fucking grade school? You think there's caviar in grade schools here in America? You're lucky you find something that's not slightly 2 steps above dog shit! Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, they had son of lawyer, so maybe. This isn't some fucking grade school Ivy League. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I had known, I would have become a prosecutor! The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, wanna switch, right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. What do you mean he's still in detention? He was found innocent, you dope! Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Bro can't handle his own fucking alcohol. Fucking lightweight. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Hmm? There's no way it's the 38 bucks. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you. Made me think of what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. As long as you didn't send newts to Maya or the judge, he'll be fine. So you're okay with him sending newts to Larry, Edgeworth, and Gumshoe? I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. It's okay if it's sent to Edgeworth. Yeah, I know. A lot of people are into that whole Phoenix and Edgeworth, you know, ship. I'm not for or against it. It's like, okay. They're not the one judging the case. Fair enough. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. No, come back! Goodbye? What time is it? Oh, the first trains for the mountains have already left! To the station! Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I guess I'm too late. Hey! What? Does God just have are we sure God has a plan? Because the only plan I see is him fucking with Wright at this point. Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? I'm not a dog! Go over here! Wait! What? Well, Wright has done murder cases. That's the only shit he does! I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, you want a cracker? Anyway. There's a good chance I'm going to lose my voice tomorrow with all this voice acting. I should have just muted my mic and just swallowed broken glass and sandpaper. Oh, yeah, you got this off of the old fuck. What was his name? Von Fuck My Mouth? Yeah, that was his name. Von Fuck My Mouth. That's what it was. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. Von Karma? That name sounds better? Nah, I think it was actually Von Fuck Me in the Ass. I think that's what his name was. Von Fuck Me in the Ass. Sideways. I'm talking like God of War style. Just Kratos going up to Olympus and being like, Zeus, your son has returned! I am here to take those cheeks, and it will be non-consensual! If you have not seen those TikToks, go look it up. What the fuck was that guy's name? Hold on. Sorry, we went up on a tangent, but it's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Hold on. Fuck, what was it? Oh my god, it's gonna take forever. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in my playlist somewhere. I'll find it later. It's fucking hilarious. VZY. For 6 months, huh? Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool, man. That's certainly one way to start a hype train, because he pouring a bitch. I mean, you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. Why 6 months though? This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Hold on, you know what? I know it's something that will definitely... By that, I'm gonna destroy my fucking mouth. Where is it? Alright. Found it! Crown Royal Peach Whiskey. It's gonna... This is probably gonna be the worst decision I'm gonna make tonight. Wait a minute. Where's my shot glass? Wait, hold on. Alright. God damn it. Found it. I found my skull-shaped shot glass. He better be still following me in 6 months, otherwise I'm gonna beat his ass. By the way, this is the peach flavored Crown Royal. By the way, if you ever decide to get Crown Royal, don't get the expensive stuff. It tastes like shit. So cheers. Okay, so good news and bad news. The good news is, it's delicious. The bad news is, I can't feel my throat. Now you're probably wondering, but Spectre, why is that bad news? Oh, well, that's quite simple. It means I'm not gonna be able to talk tomorrow. So fuck it. Let's keep this train running. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run the office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Well, so... this is it. See you soon. See you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. Why was that off center? Sorry, I know that's like the one that I shouldn't. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't you think you've graduated? Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
but with a pay of $38. Concept script. Hey, we beat the first game. But don't worry, we still have 2 more games. What time is it? 8:45. Fuck it, let's keep the ball rolling. I don't give a fuck. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? The fact I haven't played this game sooner is a crime. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Oh, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. That's Missy. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not. God damn it! Let me read, huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, right? This fucking idiot. You collected all the level 1 emotes? What the fuck? Wait, I finally got all the level 1 emotes? I cannot fucking believe I finally got all the level 1s. You know, not to bring my... I'm sure he's grateful. I don't remember what voice I did for him. I did his voice like over a week ago, I think. Phoenix Wright. The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Or should know, I've taken over management of the... should you be in the area, please stop by. This guy's a simp, by the way. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Oh, yes, Mia's understudy. Dude, let me fucking do the voice acting. You know, fine. You know what? I can drink. That's fine. I have all night. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Fuck off, old bag. I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with the name Phoenix. And, oh my god. Someone shut this old bag up. I don't remember what... Oh, I had to deal with that, Mr. Wright. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin the kid's dreams, you know? I forgot I gave him the Pete voice from Disney. Or, actually, no. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyways? A monastery, probably. Imagine Will Powers with Hugh Jackman voice. Yeah, pretty much. You could absolutely, yeah. I mean, Will Powers could absolutely have Hugh Jackman. However, I give him more of a Pete voice, but I didn't want to do Hugh Jackman because I just can't do it. I can't do that great of Hugh Jackman voice. And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Oh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Hey, yo, what the fuck? How did that get past the censors? Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to be a paranormal photographer. Don't worry about it. Shinji Mikami? The guy from Persona 3? No, I'm joking. Rip to my boy Shinji, by the way. Shame Mia's dead because Smash. Is that candy wrappers? Is he throwing candy wrappers? Yay! What now? What do you mean? What do you mean the 5th episode? And who the fuck is that? Is that a Persona? But technically she was in episode 2. We can smash Mia. Maya is 17. So, no. Let's just wait a few more months, VZ. Let's keep this train going. Now my bags are wet. Oh wait, I'm not playing Skyrim. Never mind. Wait, hold on. What? There's animation? I beg your finest fucking pardon? No, the persona! Hey, yo, what's with that angle? It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. The DLC case. This is DLC? Why would a 1999 game have DLC? I thought Morrowind was the first game that had quote-unquote DLC like expansions. 2 months without a single trial. Wow. What a fucking streak. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Please don't be some bozo or some bimbo, please. Please. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Okay. First of all, not to sound sexist or anything, but name me one man on the entire planet whose first name is Mia. Second of all, in case you were living under a rock, Mia Fey's been dead for like 5 months now? Khalifa? Mia Khalifa is an actress, not an actor. And I said man. You know, for a brief second there, I thought I was hallucinating because I was drinking too much. I'm only what, 2.5 shots in. Now let's go 3. I lied. It's 3.5 shots now. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah, I think you figured it out now, dipshit. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? Yeah, she's dead. I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. Brother, just tell her she's fucking dead. So, you are? The coffee boy? I believe in women's rights, and I also believe in women's lefts. Which one do you want first? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? No, I'm Jesus fucking Christ resurrected back from the dead for the 2nd time. The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? technically it's the Bon Karma murder case, but yes. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edward who was murdered, though. Excuse me. This system chat makes me feel like I'm replying to the person through Metal Gear Codex because I look at the stream and see what they say. Yeah, pretty much. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. Damn. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Let me see if I get this right. You wear a... I'm assuming you're probably in high school. You're wearing a high school uniform, a lab jacket, and God knows what fucking chemicals in that pocket right now. Which means... New Robin? Shut up. Which means... She's that chick from My Hero Academia who keeps blowing shit up. And her tits somehow keep ending up on Deku's face. I don't remember her name. And she's... but she's a fucking great character. Scientific investigator? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Don't worry, it's just perfume and soda. She let Anthem to her school. I mean, who in My Hero Academia does that? Okay, oh, so it's the inventor girl. I don't know if she has a quirk per se. I think she does. But technically all she does is keep making, inventions and whatnot. Half the time them blowing up, but she keeps improving them and whatnot. She can zoom. She's not a speedster. Actually, with those glasses, she could be a fucking, Jet Set Radio character. Wait, does she have rollerblades and spray paint in there? She has a zoom Kirk. You haven't seen My Hero Academia in 6 years? Go watch My Hero Academia. Go watch it. It is so good. Watch the rest of it. It's 100. Watch all of it. Watch the movies. Watch everything in chronological order. It is fucking good. The only season that's kind of... I wouldn't say it's bad. It's slightly boring, but the show just always gets better. I'd say season 4, I think, was like... To me, is a little boring, but everything else improved. Taking your word for it. It's 100% worth it. It's 100% worth it. Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kinda jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years this year. Anyone who has dirty thoughts right now, get them out of your mind immediately. If you can't, stop. Get help. Talk to someone. It'll all be okay. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? Well, Phoenix, considering that we had a 12-year-old in Zoe 101 go all the way to senior year, yes, there are very smart people. She looks like a child. That's weird. If by child you mean like a young bird, like a young teenager, then yes. I wouldn't say weird though. Honestly, in this day and age, stand out, yes. Weird, no. God, that was a bad burp. Oh God, something came up and it burns. Oh no, that's bad. Anyway, I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. Forensics, you say? Ah. Okay. I mean, weird for anyone who actually thought anything else like you said. Yes. Chat delay. Yeah, I still gotta fix that. Dear Streamlabs, fix your fucking chat delay. Oh, and YouTube, fix that too. Actually, you know what? Let me check. It might be a YouTube thing. Because I think there's a setting for that. Hang on. Hang on. I don't see it. Oh well, I'll figure that out later. It probably has a YouTube or a Streamlabs thing. Oh, by the way, fuck you, Streamlabs. You suck dick. The only thing Streamlabs is good for is multi-stream chat. That's it. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. How old are... Okay, what grade are you really in? Which university are you going to? But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. She would use a gun. Exactly, my thoughts exactly. So she wouldn't use a knife, but she'd use a gun. Or a bazooka. Or the M1 Garand, because she wanted to hear the ping. I'm just saying, look. I want to hear the ping as much as the next person, but you might want to make sure where the gun's aiming at first. I recommend exactly right at the sky, probably where God is. And, oh, God's already dead? Oh, fuck. Oh, no wonder this world's fucked anyways. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. Suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Legally, yes, you are. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Yes? Yes, they should? Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her lack for enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister... I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. Pray tell. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. Oh, so it's an older one. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Thank you, you're only 10 minutes late. Why won't Phoenix just tell her instead of the inner monologue? Let me ask you this. Would you want to tell an 8-year-old that Santa Claus isn't real? Like on Christmas Day? Would you do that to a child? Beezy, you shut the fuck up. I know what you and Red would say. Shut up, both of you. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't worry. Oh no. Peasy, where is this going? I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year? Who's your sister? In your ass? I'm gonna fucking beat you. Understood, ma'am. What was that about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Find me first. Hello? Yeah, Twitch support? Yeah, I got some fucker named VZ who's trying to hack in my game. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? I'm sorry. Two things. One, smash. Two, I didn't know we were defending a member of the military. And I don't think I could smash. I mean, real seals, not the animals. Are you talking about Neil? Oh, fuck, they said the Navy SEALs. You mean, fuck that, they said Neil. If you don't know who Neil is, look up Australia, Neil I think he's a SEAL? I can't remember. Big fat fuck, by the way. Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard you quite a bit. Sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. I beg your pardon? I beg your finest fucking pardon? As well? You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer? Could this be a coincidence? Yes. Emma? Lana? I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? I'm sorry, is this like the last case with Edgeworth, but it's backwards where you just right off the bat say you're guilty? I don't know about you, Chief, but I'm kind of not in the mood for some fucking, you know, more paperwork and a heavier load on my fucking back. Why? But wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So we lost before we even began. Great. Why do we get these cases again? Why? One sec. Sorry, I just need to stretch my legs for money. In the words of the late Alan Rickman, oh, do we? So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department? I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. Phoenix has plot armor. Yeah, he does. By you. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does that mean? I'll guess. Public execution? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride and have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with every thing I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by the prosecutors in this district. I'll make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do a job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. A nutshell? Brother, it's a fucking turtle shell of a Galapagos turtle. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Phoenix, I don't think, I think I already figured out the case already in my drunken stupor. So let me spell it out for you because of what I'm seeing already, based on the hand alone. She's defending someone. Most likely the sister. Time to change the subject. Wait. She was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Irma told you that, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it would seem he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. Careful, my imagination roams free. And when I'm drunk, the limits have no bounds. Maybe she just dreams of being surrounded by girls in tiny cells. Maybe. Legal age girls, maybe. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Go on. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. In prison, they ought to be adults. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. I keep saying Irma. Sorry, I keep having Irma on my mind for some reason. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. It's Yuri time. One day, VZ, one day. I think it's safe to say that there's no way you could take this case. None. But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So,
So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Anna has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here. I like how when she turns around, she doesn't even turn the chair to her back. Yeah, I know. She's probably straddling that chair. Again, my drunken stupor. My imagination goes places. And I've seen the dark armpits of this fucking world's internet. Now I'm just drinking to forget said things. Well, you know, and I thought the Pain Olympics was bad to watch. Bored of the dark web, show me otherwise. Oh, you look at the dark web for just 3 seconds and you just want to, no. Mm-mm. 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 No. God has forsaken us. It's bad. She's sitting on the chair like Rentaro. Who? For a second I thought you said Hamtaro, but I'm like, wait, no, that's Rentaro. Who? Sorry, I'm stupid. Oh, from Danganronpa. I should really get around to playing those games. Although I hear the games are kind of weird also. Not a bad weird, like really good weird, but weird nonetheless. Then again, since I have played the Coffin of Andy and Lily. Speaking of which, that reminds me. Has there been an update that yet? I still gotta play that again. I still have to do the other route. Let's see here. Any updates? Nothing yet. Great game. Fucking awful characters. Well-written characters, but they're all fucking terrible people. They're all fucking terrible human beings. Ironically, Andrew's probably the least evil. Unfortunately, he's definitely the second most fucked up. Euro Truck Simulator 2 stream next, please. No! Actually, hold on. Ah! There's another simulator that involves a vehicle that we'll be streaming pretty soon. It's gonna be out there in left field, but trust me, it's gonna make me feel like a child again. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everyone liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. I'm not. Nah. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Nope, it's not with the car. It's not with the car. Sounds like there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check this out. Let's go check out this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. To the Batcave.
That is not all what I expected. I was kind of expecting something a bit more retro, not Resident Evil 2 style, but okay. Speaking of Resident Evil, I've been trying to get my hands on a few games for this series. Half of them I'm gonna have to emulate. There's just no way around it, which I'm fine with. All the other games are such a pain in the ass to get. Why is every fucking Spider-Man game out there like $100 fucking bucks? Like, for fuck's sakes, man. I know why, but why? This case takes place in 2017. I think it does. I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. It does. So, this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. I think that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey, everyone! Keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking?
Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there!
You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner?
Partner? There's only one person. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Looks like the Bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Mr. Marshall!
Marshall? It's more like a sheriff to me. He looks more like a bandito. Are your characters started to smoke crack? All these characters are strange. It's Phoenix Wright. Every fucking character is weird. Also, this motherfucker's shaving with a knife. Maybe Capcom will remaster it someday. They did. It's called the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. This is the remaster. Need I remind you that the first game, looking up to remind myself what the date was. The first game was released in 2001 on the Game Boy Advance. It was re-released in 2005 on the DS, and also was released on Windows in Japan only in 2005. No, I'm replying to someone else about a 3DS game. Weird. I see what you're talking about, but their message didn't show up on the chat. It's fucking weird. You're going, good night. Inspector, drink too much for me, please. Way ahead of you. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna put the peach flavored one away, and I'm gonna get the chocolate flavored one. Yes, there is a Crown Royal chocolate flavor. It's actually pretty fucking good. Imagine a Yoo-hoo, but instead of water, it's whiskey. Yeah, the message shows up 2 showers later. 2 showers later is crazy. So that's basically like, what, 5 hours? If we're going by men's showers? And here it is. Then I got the chocolate flavored one. Oh, there's my shot glass. You actually don't taste the chocolate until afterwards. No, 2 years? Yeah, fair enough. Sounds about right. Also, is there sugar in this? It's sticky as hell.
There might be sugar. I think this might actually have some sugar. It's really sticky. Cheers. Yeah, if you mix this with like a peanut butter, with like a peanut whiskey or something, yeah, you're in for a good Reese's treat. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our clan, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti of the desert dream? You want 'em? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Who the fuck? Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Kinda, sorta. Yeah, he's a detective. Friend. Remember, she's 16. Friend. Want to be Texan, forced to be Japanese? I think this game might take place in America, actually. I don't fucking know. Nothing makes sense in this game. Like, first I thought it was Japan, but then it acts like it's in America, and then it's back in Japan, and I don't get it. I think it's Japan? Maybe? I think there's some Americanization bullshit going on, so. Thinks he's a sheriff in the Wild West, it seems. What's this? Wallet? Excuse me, officer? Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it! This is a real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Please don't say tender. Please don't. I do not need Kendrick Lamar to be beating my ass. Like a drum. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I could tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. Oh. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Oh, look! I think there might be a clue here. Check it out. With the press of the A button. Push. This is an ID card. Yeah, it is. Quick question, why is everything blurred out? Why is he why is he whiter than a ghost? Brother! What the fuck do you think you're doing? Are you trying to be the most unwatchable thing in the fucking sunlight? Oh, God. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 4842. Did I say 48? I meant 5842189. See? Well, is a scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with this. Guys, they made the game harder. Guys, it's harder now. Don't make it sexual. Don't make it weird. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Aha! A ladder.
that's a stepladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Don't worry, it's for an achievement. It doesn't even track it. Fuck! I'm gonna miss like 1,000 step ladders, I bet. Yeah, that's a step ladder. The difference is that a ladder only extends out, or it doesn't extend at all. A step ladder is foldable. You see the difference? That's the difference. The more you know. That's what I'm assuming is the difference. I don't fucking know. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. Oh, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. The phone's broken. Huh. What the fuck is that on the ground? What is that? This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both? Kind of a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relativity. What? No! No! I gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright! Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. First of all, it was neither. It was Albert Einstein. Actually, no, wait. No, it was German. And Mr. Relativity is Albert Einstein. He was German. So, get your mind out of it. So, no. Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? It was Albert Einstein, you cunt! Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. Mr. Relativity low-key sounds cold. Mr. Relativity sounds like... Actually, it sounds like a horrible name. It sounds like a shitty fucking, It sounds like a shitty fucking burn. It says security. Perhaps a cap... Hey, developers, you made her brunette instead of blonde. Oh my god. What the fuck? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. You really know how the tests were common sense. Phoenix? Brother, you have no idea. That is the #1 thing lacking in this fucking world. Is common sense. I suggest everyone starts by 1, getting off the internet, getting your religious literature, the correct religious literature, so not that radical bullshit, read it, and then realize, wow, I should not demonize other people unless they're actual terrorists. Or child rapists. Or just rapists anyway. war criminals. Or Hitler. Anyway. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. You know what? The more we're playing this, more I'm starting to realize I think she actually is that chick from My Hero Academia. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. The only difference is I think this one is I think Emma is dumber. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. Well, believe it or not, water is fucking dense. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. No, but you are unique looking. Look, a door! This must mean something. Not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about this. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? I cannot believe that. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. So I can't move the cursor to where the menu bar is. That's fucking crazy. I didn't even notice that. All right, let's see what's over here. Okay, I see a car, a van. Fuck you. A van, another car, a truck. Wait, guys. Do you know what this means? They've arrested Truck-kun. They finally caught him. He will finally pay for the gajillion murders he's committed. The billions of lives that he... You do remember, don't you? Don't you, Alsaw? I miss Infinity Blade so much. However, the good news is that there's an emulator available for the first two games. Third game is still a work in progress. I'll tell you this. As soon as they fully get that third game up and running, operational in every way, shape, or form, including all the additional content that was added to that game, you can bet your sweet ass that I'm going to spend like a whole 2 months straight playing nothing but Infinity Blade. That's all I'm going to be doing. Infinity Blade 1, 2, and 3. Yes, I'll be doing Negative Bloodline in Infinity Blade 1 because it's funny. If you don't know what Negative Bloodline in Infinity Blade 1 is, so what you do is you purposely kill yourself to the tutorial enemy, to the Dark Knight. You get yourself killed instantly there, and then the game will start as Negative Bloodline. It's a meme. It basically starts up hard mode. However, every time you beat a Negative Bloodline, the number keeps going down rather than going up. It's really funny. Alrighty. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our clan. You best be moseying along. Unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. It's scary. Could you tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well. Little Philly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body on her in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon, up to the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Circa 1889. Probably around Armadillo. Shortly before John Marston shows up. Note to self, look up Vittles, Saloon, and Cerveza. What's with the duck face? Maybe we should check out the room 1202. The High Prosecutor's office. Prosecutors. High Prosecutor's office. I'm losing it. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's go check it out. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? Smash. 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 Did I say smash? Because smash. What? I didn't do anything. What are you guys talking about? You guys heard something? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You guys are crazy. Oh, gee, what was that? I don't know. What were we doing? Holy shit, boobs. Nut. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here, this is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you? Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerbys. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. I feel like A's attorney made a mistake by just throwing out year dates all the time, because randomly you'll hear it's been like 2+ years or something since certain characters saw each other. Yeah, I know, it's fucking weird. However, we know the years. Technically. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even in my days as the cough-up queen are over. I'm sorry. Excuse you? The cough-up queen. Cough up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. Guys? Guys? What did they mean by that? What did they mean by cough up? No. My mind's going places. You know, Sasha Grey places. No? Okay, what's more, the Bonnie Blue places. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder. The stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean
You're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, Cough-Up Queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Who is this woman? Excuse me. Yes, ma'am. She means it. Smash. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of them all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, Evo? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the Cough-Up Queen. Is this a translation thing? Or is this intentional? I'm scared. Yeah. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. You see, Lana Sky wielded that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. The rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second. You know Lana Sky? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the lunch boxes are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tao's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams and chowder. That's a horrible fucking smell. I wonder if Miss Star has involved in some sort of legal troubles in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, Cough-Up Queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Well, we tried. I'm thinking I'm just gonna end it here. Alright, guys, I am so tired right now, and it's already 10 o'clock, so I'm just gonna end it here for tonight.